Hey, my NFL family, Starr Joulez. I am back with Week 2's NFL predictions. Before I get started, I want to say I did wonderful last week. I hit 12 games out of 16, only lost 4. I hope you weeded it out and picked what was best for you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Thursday, September the 12th. We are looking at the Bills versus the Dolphins. The Dolphins are -1.5 on the line. This game is 48.5 over and under. On this one, I'm predicting Dolphins over the Bills. Could go either way. Be careful with that one. I really like the chemistry with the Dolphins last Thursday, so I'm going to see what it do. Let's move over to Sunday, September 15th. 10 a.m. on Fox, we have the Saints versus the Cowboys. Cowboys -6.5 on the line. This game is 45.5 over and under. I've been back and forth. It could go either way, but I've come down to taking my boys on this one for the win on the money line. Next up, 10 a.m. on Fox, we have the Bucks versus the Lions. Lions -7 on the line. This game is 50.5 over and under. Should be right at that 50 on that score. I don't play over and under, so you guys be careful with that. On this one, I'm going to predict the Lions on the money line over the Bucks. And we'll see what happens. Could go either way. Be careful. Next up, 10 a.m. on Fox, we're looking at the Colts versus Packers. Colts -3.5 on the line. This game is 40.5 over and under. On this one, I'm going to ride with the Colts over the Packers. Could go either way. Will not be on my ticket. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS. We got the Jets versus the Titans. Jets -4 on the line. This game is 41.5 over and under. On this one, I'm definitely going to predict the Jets over the Titans, but it will not be on my ticket. This game could go either way. Next up, we're looking at 10 a.m. on CBS. We have the Vikings versus the 49ers. The Vikings, they're away. This game is -6 on the line. 46.5 over and under. Give me the 49ers straight up money line over the Vikings. Next up, 10 a.m. on Fox. We're looking at the Seahawks versus the Patriots. Seahawks -3.5 on the line. 38.5 over and under. This should be a low-scoring game, but it could go either way. It's going to be a tight, close game. I'm going to predict the Seahawks straight up money line over the Patriots, but it will not be on my ticket. Next up, we're looking at the Giants over the Commanders. Commanders are at home. This game's coming on at 10 a.m. on Fox. Commanders are -2.5 on the line. This game is 43.5 over and under. I'm not going to play this game, but I'm going to take the Commanders over the Giants. I've been back and forth with these two teams. It's just a really hard pick for me, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants. It won't be on, the Commanders will not be on my ticket, so you guys be careful with that one. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS, we're looking at Chargers versus Panthers. Panthers are at home, but they have the Chargers laying the -6.5. This game is 39.5 over and under. On this one, I'm going to predict those Chargers straight up money line over the Panthers. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS, we have Browns versus Jags. The Jags are -3.5 on the line. This game is 41.5 over and under. And on this one, I'll predict the Jags for the win over the Browns. But it's anyone's game. This will not be on my ticket. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS, we have the Raiders versus the Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are -9.5 on the line. This game is 41.5 over and under. And on this one, I'm definitely predicting those Ravens for the win over the Raiders. That's one of my guarantee bets. And if you got the money to lay on it, you can get paid with that one. Next up, 1:05 p.m. on Fox, we have the Rams versus the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are -1 on the line. This game is 49.5 over and under. Be careful with that over and under. It might be right within that, maybe a hair under. I'm going to take the Cardinals to squeak it out over the Rams. I've been back and forth with these two teams. It's just a hard one to pick, so be careful. It is not going on my ticket. Next up, 1:25 p.m. on CBS, we have the Steelers versus Broncos. Steelers -3 on the line. This game is 36.5 over and under. On this one, I will predict the Steelers to squeak it out by a hair over the Broncos. For some reason, the Broncos cannot stop the run, so it's hard for me to ride with them. I'm taking the Steelers. Next up, we're looking at 1:25 p.m. on CBS, Bengals versus Chiefs. Chiefs -6 on the line. This game is 48.5 over and under. On this one, I'm riding with the Chiefs. Straight up money line over the Bengals. Next up, 5:20 p.m. on NBC and Peacock, we have the Bears versus Texans. Texans negative 6.5 on the line. This game is 45.5 over and under, and I'll take the Texans straight up money line over the Bears. Next up, last but not least, Monday, September the 16th, 5:15 p.m. on ESPN, we have the Falcons versus the Eagles. Eagles negative 6.5 on the line. This game is 47.5 over and under. Give me the Eagles straight up money line over the Falcons for the win. And that wraps it up for Week 2's NFL predictions. Get in where you fit in. Keep it simple. Pick what's best for you. They're all not going to go through, but majority of them, I'm sure, will go through. We may miss one or two teams. I'm hoping to get them all right. So let's see what it do for Week 2. Enjoy yourself. I'll be back when it's all said and done. Until then, Starr Joulez, I'm signing out.